Trick or treat, smell my feet, crumbl gave me to eat. Trick or treat, smell my feet. I have something really yummy to eat.
Looky, 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 it's crumbl cookie.
Welcome back, my Brittany Stannies. Welcome back to the Spooky Spooktacular. If you're new here, I'm basically just looking for the best Halloween spooky themed treats I can find because honestly, I'm just always looking for an excuse to eat. I'm gonna level with you guys. I was really struggling to figure out what I was gonna stuff my gullet with this week. I was searching. There's a lot next week. I have like 3 different videos I have to make next week because there's so many new fast food releases.
So many new spooky fast food releases, that is.
But for this week, I was kind of stumped. But then, all of a sudden, my big back, it started ring-a-linging. It started rang-a-lang-a-lang and tang-a-langing behind me, and I suddenly thought to myself, Brittany, you have not checked the crumbl flavors for this week. Oh, they're spooky. Oh, they're spooky, all right. The reason I said trick or treat to greet you guys is we have 2 different candy-themed cookies, and I just feel like it's a very Halloween-y thing, right? We go trick-or-treating, we have an excuse to keep candy in our house, you know, it's all tied together. Now, I don't know what it is about October 2025, but we're really feeling the Reese's game right now. I was doing my clickety-clackety, I was doing my research. I see Reese's peanut butter crumbl cookie, Reese's peanut butter Oreo crumbl cookie. So not only do we have the mass-produced grocery store Reese's Oreos that I tried last week, but now we have this, a bakery classic. I'm pretty excited. I did not like the Oreo Reese's that I tried a few weeks ago. They were just really bland, really meh. They just tasted like sugar. So I'm hoping that this actually tastes like peanut butter because they had to make it at crumbl. So like there has to be some real peanut butter in there, right? Well, let's take a gander.
Okay.
It kind of looks like someone took a shit on my cookie. Like it literally kind of looks like somebody dropped trowel and made a turd on my cookie, a little spiral.
Hold up.
Tell me that that doesn't look like baby poop. And I just did some B-roll. So seriously, as you're looking at this B-roll, why does that look like baby poop? And I'm not sure if my iPhone camera picked up on this, so maybe the actual camera will. Why are there chunks of butter in the peanut butter? Like there are literally chunks of actual cold butter in the peanut butter. Okay, crumbl, why you keep doing this to me, honey? I even bought the full-size cookie this time. I didn't buy the mini. You have no excuse this time, honey. Okay. Off the bat, I'm seeing peanut butter. I'm seeing butter. I'm seeing powdered sugar, which don't get me wrong, is normally a recipe for success. It looks like maybe they didn't blend them, like they just kind of plopped them. But I am gonna chew it up. Maybe my mouth will do all the work for them. Reese's Oreo.
You're really struggling.
Dude. Like, what? crumbl, how do you manage to make something that's literally 1,000 calories taste so bad? That tastes like ass. I'm not even taking a second bite. Oreo and Reese's, we need to talk. We need to have a chat. We need to have a powwow. Something needs to happen. Something needs to come to a head because, like, I'm so confused. How do you have Reese's? How do you have Oreo? How do you have crumbl freaking cookie, the 1,000-calorie cookie, and that tasted like ass? The cookie was crunchy. It wasn't moist at all. It just crumbled in my mouth. And I have no idea what that peanut butter is. I promise I'm not just a hater, this is just really bad. It tastes like when your mom buys Toll House cookies from like the refrigerator section at the grocery store, but you're too impatient for her to make them, but you're a kid so you don't know what you're doing and you put them in the oven and you cook them for too long, but like they are cookies so you're gonna eat them, but they're kind of crunchy, like a Cookie Crisp texture. Yeah, why did that have the texture of Cookie Crisp cereal actually? And it didn't even taste like Oreo, it just tasted like chocolate. It did leave that familiar Oreo film on my teeth, like I'm still struggling to rinse my mouth and have to brush my teeth when I get home. I don't like that. 2 out of 10. Okay, crumbl, you do have a chance to redeem yourself. And if we're trusting the people that work at this store, you have a pretty good chance because this is their local mystery flavor. This week, my local crumbl had an M&M monster cookie. My understanding, based on the description, this is just a giant M&M chocolate chip cookie. Here's the thing, as a kid, that was my favorite cookie. That was one of my favorite lunchtime snacks. You know, those little Keebler M&M cookies? I remember them being really expensive as a kid and I would just like eat the M&Ms out of them. Oh, but I have this whole big thing to myself. I am scared because crumbl kind of has sucked ass lately. And by lately, yes, I do mean that last cookie, but also their cookies are $7, so I'm allowed to hold a grudge for this. We're gonna give her a chance, though. We're gonna give her a chance to earn her roses, to earn her flowers. I am gonna break into this one to see if maybe... to see if maybe we get a better texture from the middle. Maybe it's a little bit more moist. I don't know. Bro! Can you hear that? That is crunchy. Bro, why are these actually so bad? Alright, this one wasn't bad enough for me to say that it only gets one bite, but like, it's still not good. That bite was a little bit better. It's still not good. Actually, what happened, crumbl? Because back in the day, you had a really good chocolate chip cookie. I was never willing to spend the money for it, but I remember it actually being really good. You would bite into it and it would like melt in your mouth. It was so full of butter and fat and sweet and sugar and this is not doing any of that for me. This just tastes like grocery store cookie that sat on the shelf for 3 days and then they had to throw away. And that then I found in the dumpster like a little rat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, crumbl gave me to eat. Sorry, crumbl, but I'm only giving the Halloween M&M Monster Mash cookie like a 2.5 out of 10. And honestly, you only earned that half star because I gave the other cookie a 2 and you're slightly better, but she's only a 2! Well, I'm not gonna lie, frankly, that was really disappointing. Come back next week, I guess. I know that next week I'm getting way better stuff. Burger King releases their Halloween meal and the bucket. I'm waiting for the bucket, by the way. That's why I don't have that video out yet. I want the bucket. Dunkin' Donuts is gonna release the rest of their Halloween menu so I can go do that. Lots of yummy sweet treats coming very soon. And some savory. I am a fan of the savory. So come back here next week, or maybe sooner,